Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another morning skate show with the hockey coach guru, Coach Frenchy, directly for the beautiful sunshine day in Florida, 88 Fahrenheit. We're going to hit the 92 today in Florida. So Coach is going to be in the pool afternoon. Until then, we wish you an amazing, great day so far. Thursday, June 23rd, 2022. Tomorrow, Friday, June 24th. No show tomorrow at 12 o'clock p.m. Coach, I have to do hockey tournament this weekend. I have to ref. I have about like 15 games this weekend. But we'll be back tomorrow night for the game, for the live stream play-by-play at the warm-up show with Mr. ENORTAP. Thanks for being with us today. We have an amazing, great show today to talk about. Let's see what we have on the menu, Coach, today for the lunch. Hey, Coach, I have for you guys is the review of the game number 4 between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Colorado Avalanche. The controversy goal of the Nazem KADRI. OMG. Everybody talk about this goal sent last night. The Memorial Cup update, what happening last night between the Edmonton versus the St. John. Finally, the Panthers hire Paul Maurice. We're going to talk about also that new coach in NHL. We still have a couple of teams didn't have a no coach, like Detroit, Winnipeg, Boston, and Chicago. We're going to check around this. And finally, the quiz and at the end of the show, the Frenchy quiz. 3 questions. Today's easy, under, over, and exact. So we're not going to complicate too much. We got too many complaining. Just kidding. Just kidding. Everybody love that Frenchy quiz, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to be with us today. Glad to having each one of you. Going to welcome at the beginning, like you do all the time. Mr. Alan Barnes is in the house this morning. From Colorado, Denver, downtown, where the sunshine is up and where the smiling is right now in Denver. I'm sure they are happy to have that team that take the lead 3-1, the series, and back home for Friday night. Is it the night where everybody's going to celebrate downtown Denver? They're going to have a parade next week. I don't know yet, but we'll be interesting to watching this. Mr. Steve G is in the house. Mr. Ham Sandwich, welcome aboard, Ham Sandwich. Ham Sandwich, it's the right time to I don't know. It's a lunch time right now, so maybe we'll be interesting if what Sparky has on his bag, maybe some ham sandwich. Who knows? Maybe he bring some ham, so you're looking for ham sandwich. Lunch, ask us, and Sparky is going to deliver this to you right away. Miss Kelly in the house.
You are awesome.
Welcome back, Miss Kelly. Glad to having you aboard today, Miss Kelly, with the Hockey Nation Live Show. Mr. Adu Tango. Welcome aboard, Mr. Adu. I believe this is your first time in the show. We welcome you. If you are not, I apologize. I usually remember a lot of the name, but it could happen. Sometimes I can make mistake. Welcome back if it's the case. If not, welcome in the Hockey Nation family. And don't forget to click on the likes. And, of course, click on the subscribe. We are about 63 5,000 subscriber. Can we get it at the end? We don't know yet. We'll see what's happening. And directly from Finland this morning, well, this night, whatever it is, Mr. Yamo Vertanen. More, Yamo. How is your Thursday, Mr. Yamo, in Finland? The weather, the nicely over there. It's summertime in Finland, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's a great way to do that. So that's awesome. Mr. Duda, welcome aboard. Thanks for being with us this morning. Have a great day, Mr. Duda. Directly from Denver, Highland Ranch, Mr. John Didier. Big fans of the Colorado Avalanche. John, thank you so much for everybody. Guys, he's on number one on Super Chat. He's also on the month of June. And thanks again, Mr. John, what you did for us. Miss Kelly in the house. We go, Avalanche, go. And now, ready for the summertime because the school is over. I'm talking about directly from de la belle province de Québec, dans la région de Sherbrooke. Il est de retour avec nous ce matin, Monsieur Nicolas de Goubi-Bonneau. Welcome back in the house. Speedy, coach, not Sparky. Yeah, I don't know. Did I say Sparky? I apologize, Yamo. Yep, so right, Speedy. Sparky, right now, he's on he finished his training, Sparky, but looked like Roger does not hit him a lot. But we have a Spooky right here also, Sparky, Spoody. We give him all the S anyway. Is another doggy training for sure. Or did you hire Yamo? No, I did not. We just try to change the name. We want to be sure the dog can understand what we said to him. So sometimes we call him Sparky, sometimes Speedy, Speed, and that's, you know, the dogs come anyway. Not big deal. We show him some food. He's already at the door, Mr. Yamo. Mr. Robert Allen, I-5, Mr. Robert. Thanks to be with us this morning. And back from New Jersey State, the number one fans of the Hockey National Show with all the schedule, the reporting of everything go around the league and in any sport. Mr. RJ Calabro back in the house. Very hot over there for Mr. Yamo. And from the upstate New York, the moderator of the Hockey National Show and a great volunteering with us. We welcome back Mr. Jose Duarte. Terry T back in the house. Mr. Terry, thanks to see you. Gotta give credit for that Colorado Avalanche. Terry, thanks to be in the house today. Nicola asked what you think. Yeah, we're going to talk about this in the next couple of minutes, Nicola. And they go from there. After that, I'm going to give you everything happening. And Jose, another welcome, Mr. Jose. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. And like I mentioned, this is the only show of the week. The last one. We're going to be off tomorrow, Friday. And then all depends if the Montreal Canadian, if the Colorado win the Stanley Cup tomorrow night. The show for the summer, possible. We're not going to be here every day, the morning at 12 o'clock. We're going to create, of course, every day our morning show, 11 o'clock. We have, of course, the Montreal Canadian Abs show video every day at 11 o'clock. And today we talk about Marc Bergevin versus Jeff Gordon. And what you talk about, Coach? It's not a fight. No, they don't fighting each other. What they did in the NHL draft. And when he was GM for Montreal, for Bergevin, used for the Boston and New York Rangers, they have two different styles. And the contrast, that's what I'm talking about in the video. And then I'm talking about Jeff Petrie. Two new directions for Jeff Petrie. We know a lot of people thinking Petrie is going to be possible with the Detroit Red Wings, the Dallas Star. And I add two more teams that they could be that take a direction. That's something you have to look about the video. And the best proposal I did, again, it was the Dallas Star. If the Montreal want to go down and the NHL draft, or they have 3 picks and the first 26 picks. It's another proposal I did for the Dallas Star. Watch this video, you'll be impressed. And then the NHL draft pick profile we talked today, it's Lane Hudson, only 5'8" and 155, but the expert expect him to be drafted at the end of the first round. What I expect for me more at the beginning of the second round, about 42 to 38 for Lane Hudson. An amazing, great hockey player. But you need to get developed for sure if you want to stay at long term in NHL. So it'll be interesting to learn more about Lane Hudson. See, the NHL draft guys coming July 7th. We're going to be full-time here all day long to give you the best analysis about this. We are back tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. for the Power Play show. So no show at 6 o'clock, 9 p.m. And then we're back tomorrow night at the warm-up show, 6 o'clock. You know what's going on. And I give you the best information you can get there. Josie, good morning. Robert, new invention, cold freeze beach water from Tampa salt water beach hockey. Come in. Here we go. Good morning, everybody. That's what we got. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That would be great about that one over there. So what happened in coach yesterday is the game number 4 between the Tampa Bay versus the Colorado Avalanche. Listen, this was really the most important game, I believe, on my eyes for that series. If Tampa Bay win, we square the series 2-2. If the Colorado win, it's coming out 3-1, game number 5 in Colorado. And now we know Colorado how they play at home, and we know Tampa Bay has some difficult time on the road in Tampa and Colorado. So it's not going to be easy for them. And that's happening last night. Goal in overtime by Nazem Kadri make the W for the Colorado over the Tampa Bay Lightning by a score of 3-2. A great, exciting game in my eyes. For me, this was a fun game to watch. It was excited from the beginning to the end. The Tampa Bay, for the first time, take a lead 1-0. And then you got a power play again for the last three of the last 4 goals. It was on top power play for the Colorado Avalanche. Tied the game 1-1. But again, Tampa Bay said, no, we'll go take the lead. Again, Edmonds scored 2-1. And then we have to wait until the middle of the third period, maybe at the beginning of the third period, tied the game 2-2 for Colorado. And then finally in overtime, KADRI shut down everything, turned on the lights off, and everybody left the building with a W. The fans in Tampa Bay was completely shut down and frustrated, disappointed because of what? The controversy of the Nazem Kadri. And I want to hear from each one of you. It's time talking about this one over there, about the goal. And you can put your point of view about this goal on the chat. You can tell us what you think about the goal. You can tell me what you feel about this one. If you're Colorado Avalanche, you tell me. If you're Tampa Bay Lightning, you tell me. I'm going to talk to you about this. We're going to stay respectful before about that goal, each one of us. But I think that's a great conversation, and that's what we see. Different view of how you see the goal. Some will be your perspective will be different, like mine, possible, and another ones be different for another fans. And that's what it was on the Twitter this morning. I play 1 hour on the Twitter talking with Martin Biron, and I'm talking with fun people on the internet back and forth, and then I'm getting like a lot of comments about my comments about the goal. And I talked with the TSN about this goal also this morning. So it was pretty cool to hear that and everything on that. So think Lee would like KADRI. That's the first thing about this, Robert. Yes. You know, at the same time, Robert, I would say to you, I still believe, guys, in the life. You cannot come back, right? And the past. And he's not the only one Toronto would like to keep, right? And they trade a lot of good players in the last 5 years. And I think you can talk about, you know, they trade Phil Kessel, GVR, Frederick Anderson, they let him go, and they took some decision about this. KADRI. Hey, KADRI remind me a lot of Brett Marchand. Whoa, coach, what the heck are you talking about? It's rare. And I don't know why it's going on, and we need to figure out if he's going to repeat this. But Nazem Kadri, guys, he really stepped up this season. He's really, you know, he on every department of his career, Nazem Kadri, guys, this year, he reached a milestone, another milestone. And because if you think about this, he has an amazing, great year with the Colorado Avalanche. I don't know why this not work right now. Sometimes computer are slow. That's crazy. Anyhow, let's see what happening here. Maybe there was too many men on the ice, but that happens often over time. Colorado was much better. They hit the post 2 times before getting goal. Is it not someone hit the crossbar also? I think it was in the 3rd period, right? That's maybe happened right there. I don't know, guys, what's going on here on my computer. Here we go. We got it. KADRI got 28 goals this year. And he got 2 times, he got 32 goals. It's 87 points. This is the biggest year on his career. After that, you have to go with 61 points, guys. So he has about 26 points over. He's 31 years old. He's going to be 32 in October. And my point, I want to talk about Brad Marchand with him. Brad Marchand, guy, he become better after 30 years old. It's rare in NHL when you get 30 over, you get better. The last one is Brad Marchand. Pavel Datsyuk is another player over 30 years old, reached those kind of milestones, is best of the best. Is old when he became older. Brad Marchand, guy, is the same way. He get better every year after 30 years old. Is it the same situation with KADRI? I'm not sure. But KADRI make an impact last night, not about scoring, but you can see how he was really good on the passing the puck, create opportunities, everything like that. So I don't know how this is going to turn around for him as a UF3. He will coming back or not, everything. But you have to give credit. The man show up with an injury and he want to play. He knows this is the only opportunity he could get to play back, to play in it. Stanley Cup, he did it. And what about the goal he did about that? So let's see your comments about this one over there. Yamu said this one over there. We just talk about this. It was my better, hit the post twice for KADRI. The shot was 11-4, if I can call it. The league got rid of KADRI because he got suspended during the playoff. More counts, which less than that chance of advancing. Kelly? Did not affect the play at all. I'll be honest with you, Steve, I not agree with that one over there. About that one, for that one. It affect the play at some level, Steve. I would say, why, coach? Because if you wait for McKinnon show up at the bench, closer, KADRI is not going to get the pass from the back at where he got it. So he's going to be almost like maybe 10 feet from the bench or 15 feet. So the fact like McKinnon, it was too far for the bench, all right? It should be called as a penalty on that one over there. The fact he said it didn't affect, yes, it's affect. If KADRI waiting 2 seconds, right? 1001, 1002, KADRI does never get the puck of the way he got it yesterday. So that's an affect the play about that one over there. It's my book. This is should be called too many men on the ice. This you have to call that right now. This is a mistake for the referee. It is what it is. They let him go. All right? It's like we can go to the last 10 minutes of the game. I see a penalty for Tampa Bay tripping, and when you have a turnover in offensive zone for Colorado, they did not call it. You have a penalty against Landegard at the neutral zone tripping. Edmund did not call it. That's the same way I see that play over there. The referee did not call it, or did not see it, or they don't want to call it, and they let it go over there. That's simple. But as the referee, this is a call you have to call like too many men. This is simple. And KADRI, on his flip side, the other players coming to the bench, and I cannot remember who he was, and he turned around, and now KADRI jumped at the same time. KADRI thought this guy is going to the bench, and he did not. He followed the play. And then McKinnon was about, I don't know, 10 feet behind him. Then he come to the bench, and then KADRI was already on the ice at that moment. That's happening. But now, see, when you say it did not affect the play, I'm not agree with that, because KADRI is already in the middle of the ice, and he pick up the puck. If you wait for McKinnon to show up, what it's supposed to be, it does affect the play. But again, I'm giving you the another version of the play right there. And that's happening. Thank you so much, Mr. Robert, for my background. So play for never insane. I didn't affect play. Yeah, remember in the late third period, the referee didn't call anything other way. Yeah, that's the point right there, Yamo. Sharp hit the post and the third player after the face-up. Yeah, exactly. I thought it was, I did not thought it was an overtime, but I know he hit the crossbar, Yamo, about that one there. Overtime, they couldn't directly the puck on the post, or soon you hook if he caught it. They couldn't directly the puck on the post. I'm not sure if it's new hook, Yamo. I know you're talking about this. Mr. ENORTAP is in the house. Record to KADRI is all about numéro 6. Kessel plus KADRI on présente les World Cup. The play goal was fine and OT par KADRI. The rule even sujet is a success call. Unlock the player is on interior 5 feet of bend to go further. Temper extra summon lights. So on that one in our tap, I disagree with you. The rule is the 5 feet, and McKinnon is far to be at the 5 feet. Far. He's about 10 feet in our tap. 10 feet. Now, when you set at l'interieur the 5 feet to go further, Tampa has 2 extra men on the ice. Here's the point about this one there. When they show the 2 players on the Tampa Bay on the ice, the chain, it was on the regular chain, 5 feet before that. So you have the 2 players right there on the bench. They show the 2 players, because I saw the picture. Someone says 7 players for the Tampa Bay and 6 for McKinnon is on the ice. It's not recording. The chain for the Tampa Bay, it was perfectly good. They change right there. They make a bad change because now they let Sergachev and his partner alone, right? But it was on the regular chain for the Tampa Bay compared to the Colorado Avalanche over there. So when you say you have 2 players from Tampa Bay, it's not right because they are right now on the ice. It doesn't have no effect on the play. The change did. The bad call is McKinnon is not on the bench when they change KADRI on the ice. This is, yeah, it's completely a penalty on that one there. They don't call it. It is what it is, right? But they took advantage of that situation. And that's the same thing like the tripping before that, or like Yamo talked about the cross-checking or the tripping to another players, everything like that. But again, this is definitely a bad call for the ref. McKinnon is not inside the 5 foot allowed on that change completely. And les parles des joints de c'est subjective. Good go. Everyone chat 3 game on the 1. Let's go. Mr. Lawrence, congratulations, by the way, for your team win yesterday. Yes, in our tap, I work on both pictures this morning, and you're going to see right now on the chat right there. I don't know if it's you. Send me a text right now here. We'll see about that one there. No, this one got it. This is not there. I don't know if I have the picture with me. I sent the picture this morning. No, I did not get the picture right there. But what happened about the picture? You can see 2 pictures. The video of the one they show McKinnon is not close to the bench, and then you see the another picture with 7 players for the Tampa Bay is 6 for the Colorado. That's right there. At the end of the day, the controversy goal felt like he scored on this goal and upset many people because the referee didn't call it. But again, we can go to prior that play over there where he did not call that play or that play, and that's changed anything at the end of the day. Because it's happened next game, it will see too many eyes on the irons to make more easily. Yeah, and again, right? My point to you is if you apply the rules, you have too many men on the ice. That's simple. It's simple right there. And then after that, it just need a card it. So they took advantage of that situation, KADRI, and then he scored on that play over there. Now, I'll be honest with you, KADRI he did an amazing, great play right there. He's coming to on the left side of Vasilevsky, right? And they have Sergachev is coming to back checking, whatever. Sergachev has no gas at that moment. And then he make an amazing, great move by KADRI over Sergachev from the back ends to go his forehands, and then he shoot the puck. And I believe KADRI, guys, cannot shoot a puck with his problem. He cannot slap shot the puck. He struggled, and then he got the goal over there. I'll be honest with you, if you see the goal, nobody thought this have a goal. I personally thought Vasilevsky make a save, and then the only players on the ice set up on in is Biran. That's it. Nobody else. And then the referee did not see it until he go behind the net, and the puck stuck on the top, and he come back down. And that's what they make. What a play by KADRI on that move from the back end, the forehands. Unbelievable goal, everything. Now, if this goal is in, right, and you have no controversy goal, the best team in overtime, it was Colorado. Colorado have a really bad period. Tampa Bay could take advantage of this first period, take the lead 2-1, 3-1, Quimper keep that team in the game. Without Quimper, the first period, this is over. Tampa Bay go home and tie the game 2-2. But Quimper keep the Colorado Avalanche in this game. 17 shot faced the first period, and it was great. Now, you can complaining about the goal against Edmund. It's very hard on the... Of course, you make a mistake on the goal for Edmund, right? He moved a bit too far from the left. But at the same time, when you have a shot like this on the back ends and the bubble, you react too fast. And that's surprised Quimper. Of course, he would like to stop that puck over there. But without him, until he went out the first period, this is over for Colorado. And they come back, and you have to give credit also for Tampa Bay. They was solid. They played a close game. They was trying to hanging there and did not give the second goal. And he took a tip in front of the net to go over the left side of Vasilevsky to tie the game 2-2. But Colorado was charging after that. They was completely charging the last half of the third period, completely over Tampa Bay. Because at some point, guys, the shot was 22-11 for Tampa Bay at the middle of the second period. And then turn around, and then you get a power play, and then they come back, Colorado hanging there, and they try to push all the time. And then an overtime, guy, was only one direction. I think it was 11-4 the shot, and Colorado was, no gas. The Tampa Bay was no gas in the tank at the end. So that's happening about this one over there. Let's see what we have. Back end of the post was a new hook. Yamo. I'm not sure it was a new hook about this one. Pierre Martin back in the house. We miss you, Mr. Pierre Martin. Mr. Chemtrell, you coach Frenchy. Watch again closer. Tampa have 6 men on the ice also, but nobody mentioned that. It's not the point. Tampa Bay have 6 men. They make a change with fight. They made the change on the regulation about that one there. That's the trend between Tampa Bay, what they did, and what Colorado did. That's the trend right there. That's simple. But again, I'm just mentioning what happening on the controversy. That's it. The Tampa Bay make the change at 5 men on the ice, 5 feet from the bench. Colorado did not do it. That's not change the goal. That's not change anything. But the controversy, the people, is this part over there. Why focusing on McKinnon? Any player could be coming off. It's because ENORTAP is McKinnon. He was the one came to the bench. That's the reason ENORTAP. Why you focus on McKinnon? He's the one came to the bench to KADRI. That's what he coming from the reason right there. Robert, thinking if the extra player did not affect contribute in the play. I said this one was more Tampa. 6 men on the ice also stop right now. All right. What I can tell you right now, I'm just telling you what happening. About this one, see, Mr. Albuquerque Turkey is in the house this morning. Again, nobody will not talk about Tampa Bay having 6 men on the ice at the same time. Again, I will repeat, Mr. Chantrell. Yeah, no 6 men on the ice for the Tampa Bay Lightning. The change, I'm going to repeat again to you. All right? And go back to watching the video of the goal. Right? It's right there in front of me right now. Right there. The change of Tampa Bay. 2 players. All right? So, Chantrell, you have not 6 men. You have 7 men. They change with the change with 5 feet from the bench. At the same time, Colorado changed with McKinnon about 10 feet from the bench. That's happened. That's your no call. That's not change the situation of the goal. The question is, the referee did not call this part over there. That's easy. See, I'm not complaining about Tampa Bay, or it's not complaining about the Colorado. I just mentioned to you what happening and what the people talk about this morning, because they said the referee missed too many men. That's happening right there. That's France again. I will repeat to you. Right? Is Tampa Bay make a change with 2 men at the same time with 5 feet to the bench. Colorado take a change with 1 man with a guy about 10 feet for the bench. Usually this called too many men on the ice. They not call it. That's simple. They have a goal. That's it. The controversy of the conversation all around the internet, it's about happening there. But again, that's just a mistake from the ref. I'm not here to tell you this is the worst thing in the life. I don't care about Colorado. I don't care about Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm just telling you what the happening, the fact of the situation, Mr. Chantrell. So if you're not happy about this, I cannot helping you. I'm talking about what happening. I'm not judge what they're missing or again the goal. I'm just telling you the fact. That's it. There's no hypocrisy there. Don't change what I just said to you right now. Don't talk against me when I said I did not say something like that. I just report to you right now, if you're listening, is what happening on the ice. That's it. The rest of them play all night. They was not calling a lot, so one with the flow of the game. The referee did not call a lot. Yeah, absolutely right. The whistle was really, compared to last game before that, 10 power play. 9 power play with 10 power plays going. And last night, they don't want to make an impact of this game. Now, the score was 4-2, 5-2. You can call those kind of the penalty because now you don't make an effect. But when the score is about 1 goal France or tie, the referee does not make an impact of that game, more like a Stanley Cup. And that's happening about this one, Lawrence. The referee let him go more. Moya, all the Golden Star of the hockey 26 Cup. Mr. That. McKinnon was touching bench. Look at the photo I sent you. And now, Mr. ENORTAP, Jesus. I'm going to show to you, Mr. Because now you guys get it. And okay, the picture you sent to me, Mr. ENORTAP, right? It's after the fact. This is about 5 seconds later, Mr. ENORTAP. We talk about the change. KADRI come on the ice. One McKinnon is about 10 feet for the bench. Of course, the picture you sent to me, Mr. ENORTAP, is the same thing Look, the Tampa Bay Lightning right now. Right? They have two players right there. I not see have an offside over there. I'm just telling you right now, with the McKinnon, when he is right now in the picture, no problem. It's the chance before that happening, Mr. ENORTAP. KADRI, the problem is not McKinnon. The problem is KADRI. He jumped on the ice too early because you have nobody on the bench to change. That's the problem, Mr. ENORTAP. What you talk about is the picture of McKinnon is on the ice already. So it's not a big deal where he is at that moment, McKinnon. He did not create an offside. He had not too many men at that moment. When you send the picture, he's on the bench. It's not this. It's before that. So that's the problem there. Montreal at 24 bucks. Yep, 24 about this. The influencer's name, Paul Maurice, this morning. Calder look faster, have more shot on the goal on overtime. They was completely dominate that one over there for sure. So that's for sure about that one there. I did not see this not call calls the goal. You know, if they call too many men, you have a goal. You have no goal for sure, right? But they didn't see it. It's like anything else. They don't want. They just let it go. They said after the game, they never see. They thought they had not many men, and the play consistent again. My life is not changed anything. I just like the people talk about this. Should be a too many men or should not be a too many men. The rules mentioned in NHL is 5 feet before the bench, and that's happening. No call on what they both have too many men. All right. I think both teams could sense this, that referee don't call in things, so they took chance on line change and other things. So, I still believe me. I don't know if KADRI is going to talk about this. I still believe, and I don't know who he was. If someone can check on the internet, the other players is coming in front of the bench, and I don't know who he is. And he could be on the picture Mr. ENORTAP sent to me. I can look again. It could be the guy in the middle. I don't know who this guy is. All right? But the guy in the picture in the middle, Mr. ENORTAP, he's the guy come to the bench. And when he saw the puck go all the way to Comper, he turned around. He come back in the play. But at the same time, KADRI jumped in the ice, thinking that this guy is going to be on the bench. When this happening, KADRI now is already on the ice. That player coming back, loop. McKinnon's coming to the bench at that moment after that. And that's what the conversation from everything. So KADRI, he see this guy come to the bench, but whoop, he changed the direction. KADRI is already there. Now McKinnon's coming, but McKinnon is too far for the bench. That's the controversy coming from that part over there. And again, like Steve said, it did not affect the play overall. McKinnon did not hit Tampa Bay, didn't create interference. It was a great play by this part. The only affect the play is KADRI jump on the ice too early to get a pass. But that's the situation, what the people talk on internet about that one or that. Okay, I was basing on my opinion on the photo I saw point. Yeah, this after Matt ENORTAP, the picture you talk about, or maybe on the time KADRI is coming to the bench, scoring score. Tampa was especially beginning Colorado to score for the last 15 minutes of the game. The defense was terrible. The junior B team couldn't score the winning goal. I think they was fighting Cruz. I think Tampa Bay was waiting for the opposite to start the game. That's what they are. Tampa Bay is a resilient team. They never give up. They play with perseverance. They believe in themselves. They prove it for the last 2 years. They are the best team in NHL. And they was trying to hang in there the best they can. And they did the best they could. And unfortunately, turn around, they lose this game. We have to give credit for Colorado for what they did yesterday, but I have to give credit also with Tampa Bay. They never gave up. They tried to just survive. Remember last year, guys, Toronto against Montreal. Remember the 2-0, the Matthews versus Marner? That game number 6, if I can recall, it was game number 6, because it was in Montreal. It was 11-3, I believe, the shot for Toronto over, and then you took a goal for, I believe it was Lekonen on that goal, or Kotkaniemi, and tied that series 3-3 and win in overtime. That's exactly what happened last night, but that time is Colorado score, and last year was Toronto did not score. But again, Tampa Bay was just tried. There was no gas at the end. They was just try to stay there, and Vasilevsky make a couple of miracle save over there. Welcome back about this one. Zev got what they deserve. All right. I mean, on the first period, team they changed more carefully. They was play really careful, Yamo. You're absolutely right. They was really careful. They don't want to give too much. They know this game was honestly, you know, try to be careful, not give the goal against, and they was be careful. I don't know, Zeph, when you said Tampa got what they deserve. I'm curious to know what you think about this. Explain to me what they deserve. I think it's not right to call a team like that what they deserve. I think everybody work hard, and you have to respect other team. Whatever I don't like, you know, it's not a team I'm favorite. It's a team won the Stanley Cup for the last 2 years. And Cruz said, you're absolutely right, Zeph. So I would like to know why you say that. No review on the goal. No, Pierre Martin, you cannot have any review goal or challenge on the Pierre on a mistake like that. And because, again, it's an interpretation of the judgment of the referee. That's happening about that one there. So the team cannot do anything about this. The NHL cannot review the play. It's like a referee does not call it tripping, and he should have a tripping. That's the reason they don't get it. Just a personal news, you should replace Marinaro. Tampa did the same exact thing. Coach Tampa jumped on the ice too early. All that start again. All right. All right, they did it. Anyway, Tampa Bay jumped on the ice, and they should have a penalty. I think they cannot look to the many on the ice version. I could be wrong. You're absolutely right, Yamo. I think the players should have ankle bracelet to know when they hit the ice, they get an electric shock. When they are above 6 players, get zapped about that. It's funny, Zep, because they have a chip in their pants. Each player have a chip in their pants if you follow hockey. And you should know that. So every player right now skate have a chip in their pants. So maybe you learn something today. Only if the goal is good or not or outside. It's only on the Yamo on the offside situation for the review goal or challenge goal, Yamo. I mean, it's common practice to open the far door to the bench, which causes a shortcut to the opponent goal. You to think we'll review that. Unfortunately, it's not that way. At least it's an offside at the blue line. Pierre. Too many men, you don't call it. The only call with a referee I got reverse was too many men. Now the referee, the distance of the player coming off the player coming out should be equal to the defensive offensive door. He believed me. KC Mike did not Tampa score a goal when they have too many men and the ice last year. You're absolutely right, Mr. KC. Here we go. Someone bring on the table. It was again the Islanders. They have too many men for the Islanders. The Islanders, too many men for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And when they score a goal, and that moment, the Islander was on short-handed. Mr. KC, great call about that one over there. And again, Zev say again the Islanders, great about this one, about this. Coach, I play, I never a chip on my pants, on my shoulder at time. Yes. Yeah, I understand what you mean, but they have a chip on them now. Why they have a chip, coach? What the heck is going with this? It's because they accumulate their time on the ice, and it's a chip to helping the statistically the NHL, the video coach, and or analytic coach, whatever they call them. So with that chip give all the data they're looking for on the speed, on the everything, and there we go. Now the puck also have a chip now, and the puck to controlling the speed of on the shot and everything like that. This is all testing, and it was confirmed. They was getting, and then after that they changing this. They stopped that for a couple of weeks, and then come back with a chip, and they have a company does it, and yeah, so that's the new generation of the hockey and the sport in every sport major about that. My father top two rule in sport was a good sportsmanship, conditioning. Color is the better conditioning team. You know, they have the speed for sure, Mr. Lawrence, about coach playing over the chip. The number of the best sixes as it was the chip is just kidding. I learned something new. Thanks. You're welcome, Mr. Zeph. Not a problem. I never knew that chip players. I learned something every day. Yeah. If you learn about this, they have a chip on the location, the pants. It's at the top of the pants, honestly. They put this right there, and they follow the players on the ice, everything. It's just new. They started this like 3 years ago, testing an American Hockey League, the puck in the pants. Then they carry on this, and now since like a year and a half, they follow the players, all the information. This play happens sometime. They call it sometime. They don't. The referee pretty much alone there whistle. And if you call it that, the referee should make in the third. Yes, again, this is only a judgment of the referee at the end of the day, right? They miss it. My point to you, it was the controversy call. It was the reason. I tried to show you the reason why it should be a call, because that's the rule in NHL. Now, it's an interpretation at the end of the day. Call it, don't call it, everything like that. Point I was just trying to bring to you today is what happening on the ice, why the referee did not call it, what he should call it. But again, you have a goal. Not change me at all. It's happened last year. It will happen next year. It's only season. Remember the game Nashville against Calgary, I believe. I could be wrong. When Nashville scored a goal, when they have a player changing, it's happened a lot, and over time, they let it go a little bit more. But that's happening yesterday. You know, an opportunity like Stanley Cup is bigger, right? Because that's the time you have only one game, and people talk more about this. But I believe for me, yesterday, the team played the best overtime in the third period. At the half of the game, it was all Colorado. And Colorado, since the beginning that playoff, is a better team on my eyes. On every aspect of the game, 5 versus 5, power play, and they deserve where they at right now. You have nothing against them at all. I'm just talking about the play. Because I believe this is the best team they are the best team in NHL and the playoff for sure. Coach, are you talking about Tampa Bay having too many minds at the same time? You make me want to unscribe. Coach, why not? You're talking about Tampa Bay having too many eyes at the same time. You make me want to subscribe. First of all, Chamtrell, I would never ask or beg anybody to subscribe. I would invite people to subscribe, and I would never hold anybody to stay or not stay with me here. If you cannot have any conversation with respect, well, not respect, but you don't have any respect, any conversation you don't respect other people, their own opinion, I cannot keep you here. I will never keep you here because you don't want to stay here or not stay here. It's not the purpose of this channel at all. The purpose of this channel is to talk about hockey and respect the opinion. If you tell me Tampa Bay have too many men, I respect your opinion. I have nothing against what you just said. I'm just telling you what I saw and what the league said after the game. That's simple and nothing else. John Cooper apologized for the short press round. Yeah, 2 minutes, 11 seconds after the game. It was tough to close the ending. There's not so many men until watch in the room. He got some frustration, Yamo. He does not want to talk too much about said don't think he does not want. I really believe what he said. It was great from John Cooper after the game. And, you know, that I can understand his frustration after the game. And it is what it is, right? Henny was not based more about the work of the team. They never gave up, and the resilience of the team. That's what he was focusing more during the press conference. The way his men are right now, battle every single shift with injuries and what they have right now in front of them, and he knows who they are. They know exactly how they battle with, you know, with injuries they have. The Kucherov at 50%, the Aitman at 50%, the Nick Paul at 50%, the Brennan Point out of the playoff, and I can go all the way. I'm not defending Tampa Bay, but you can see John Cooper right now did not sell everything on his mind last night, because I'm sure he knows where they at, and he knows right now they try the best they can. It was not about the goal, honestly. It was about the team, Yamo. I tried to spin forward, so Avalanche made the break, so the mountain is a little bit higher. At least we're still climbing. We are not out. It was a little bit, Stamkos was more frustrated at John Cooper yesterday about this. John Gregor, welcome aboard. Thanks to be a part of the show. There's a picture out there to show because they have 7 players on the ice during that play, Casey. Yeah, but again, when you see the picture, Casey, it's not real true, honestly. The 2 players they show on the ice, they are not involved in the play, Casey. They was going to the bench. They are at the bench. Same thing with McKinnon. He's on the ice, but he's at the bench. Does it make sense? So you cannot consider this or calculate them as a player on the ice, because you're going to see this constantly about that one there. So the people took a picture and said, oh, 7 players. It's not true. And the players said, oh, Canada have 6 players when they are at the bench. It's not true at the same time about this, Casey. Demain, la coupe sera remis, mon Nicolas. Possible about that one over there. Pierre Martin, Jose Duarte, and John Gregor is right there about this. And that's what we at that moment. I think you have anything else. Memorial Cup yesterday, Edmonton Oilers find a way to win in overtime and take the lead, beat the St. John SC Dog 4-3, I believe. And now they have 2 points. Shawinigan have 3 points. Play tonight against Hamilton. Really important game for Hamilton, honestly, to stay in the race of the standing. And Shawinigan, if they win tonight, that consider them they're going to be in semi-final, possible to go all the way to the final after they play the game number 3. So really important game for both of them. Shawinigan, Hamilton tonight at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock on the Maritime. The Panthers hired yesterday Paul Maurice. We talked briefly about Paul Maurice yesterday on the boat show, honestly, and we'll see. Look like this is the man for Bill Zito. During the press conference this morning, talk about the really happy to have Paul Maurice. Maurice is happy to be in Florida, and go from there. What's next for Andrew Brunette? Some people put him on Chicago. I think Brunette have to take him more and feel what he's thinking, what will be the best for him. But it will be interesting about this. And that's weird. The coach, Bon Saint-Jean-Baptiste, mon Pierre, the boy looks so tired, and that overtime really dominated that world period. Absolutely, Casey. Colorado was all over them, Casey, at that moment. You know, like I don't know, Zev said, they was just trying to survive. They was just trying to hang in there, shift after shift. And Colorado was pressing, and Vasilevsky make them stay there. Vasilevsky make a couple of saves before that one over there. But again, you know, like I always show the the boxing game, right? The boxing match. The boxer just tried to get, and he constituted hit, and the guy got the hit. Is still up. They want to fall, and but at some point he got the KO, and that's happening in Tampa Bay. It was just a question at the time before the Colorado finalized the Tampa Bay, and this is going to be the biggest challenge from Tampa Bay, honestly, to come back with 3 games, and Colorado have an opportunity to shut down at home tomorrow night, where I believe Colorado should do that, but you never know. It's hockey. C'est demain à Saint-Jean-Baptiste. Oui, c'est demain. I hope Maurice work out for Florida if Florida works for Maurice. Again, it's a coach. I have 24 years experience. I've been there for many years for Carolina, Toronto, Winnipeg. He's a great, great coach, great communicator, great human being. Now, like I said earlier, he never had success to win the Stanley Cup in the past. He never reached that level. We'll see what he's going to do. But again, he has right now an amazing, great team in front of him. It's how it's going to happen during the off season. Panther have to take some decision for sure. But I believe this is a good hire by the Panthers. Maybe not the best for me, but at the end of the day, they got a good coach with experience, and that's what they need, that team, at that moment. Avalanche are so fast. John, you're absolutely right. The Avalanche, right, guy, like Larvin said, conditioning is there, but the speed is unbelievable. Brunette will not have been keep, but Zito was not happy with the way Florida lost to Tampa Bay. He felt that Florida window was doing is now they need an experienced voice on the voice. Yeah, that's the one thing about this ENORTAP. I would say to you, Bill Zito, and maybe the people around them, right? He was really upset about this. They never thought with what they did, they would be out after the second round. And it took them a really, really difficult time to accept that ENORTAP. And that's the reason they take so many time, because they are upset about this. They really thought for what they gave away, they gave to Philadelphia, to the Montreal Canadiens, and for the Buffalo Sabres, back to back to back. Those 3 players they bring at the trade deadline to make the Panthers that way. And they was frustrated about this for sure. Welcome, Mr. Danny. I've been in Denver all my life. I will make sure to wave to the camera at game number 5. Go Avalanche. Yeah. It's going to be great at the Ball Arena, and I'm sure downtown, where I lived for 7 years in Denver, they're going to have a great time downtown after the game. It's going to be a crazy, fun time in Denver downtown after the game with celebration and everything like that. And they deserve it after 20 years waiting for the next Stanley Cup champion over there. And it will be interesting if the Colorado can shut down this tomorrow, where I expect it will happen. But it would be good for the fans to celebrate over there. RJ, yeah, the Minnesota Wild signed the forward, Connor DeWar. And listen to you. Last, Coach, after 4 games, do you think the Colorado is that much better que Tampa Bay? Leur advantage is too much for the Tampa Bay to overcome. Yes, on this week, William, I think too much for the Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay was really hurt. Like, you're going to hear after the game, after the series, Tampa Bay play with this player, this player, this player, this hurt. That's not take off who Colorado is. Whatever Tampa Bay will be healthy, Colorado is a better team. Colorado showed to us during that playoff they are a better team. That will be maybe closer, but at the end of the day, I still believe Colorado have a better team on every angle. Their speed, their forecheck, and then Tampa Bay did not execute at the crucial moment, the power play, where they always been a great power play. But again, Colorado completely dominate on power play. Their PK is solid. Is it Tampa Bay or is it the PK? And overall, the Colorado are a better team. But I still believe Tampa Bay play not at 100%. but that's not which could change anything. Colorado is the best team in NHL at that moment. Not how to become a member. Tampa had a great run. If they lose, William press the money, sign, and go in their body. What are the top 5 French prospects here in this draft? On my head, Gaucher, Luno. Now, David Coyette is a funny thing, Renault. Goyette was born in Quebec, but he played in OHL. That's number 3. I will have to look about that one from the Quebec after that. Lamoureux. I'm still missing one right now. But Lamoureux should be in the top 5. William McLean, just checking again. Is this Avalanche team better than 2001? Oh, that's a great question, but at the same time, it's a question I don't like. Because, honestly, when you go back in the time, right, it's not the same kind of hockey. That team in 2001 was unbelievable, guy. How many players out of fame over there? Right? The Roy, the Sakic, the Forsberg, the Raymond Bourque, and I can go all the way. Milan Luciano, and this thing was amazing. I think I would say they was better, but you know, it's not easy to compare. But I will go with this one. I think Tampa is what out, not much on the outside for the older two team. I agree with you, Pierre, about that one there. A-Rink and the new ring and the Bredon is in process for Ottawa. Yeah, it was get out at 11 o'clock today about the fact Ottawa Senator is going to get a new building rink in the next couple of years. That's something we're going to get for sure. It's time for the Frenchy quiz, ladies and gentlemen. The heard about Ottawa Senator got the bed Q. Yeah, I was just about this, Mr. Curry. Welcome aboard. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes.
Oh my God!
Time for the quiz. 3 questions. We congratulate Mr. Jose this week in our tap. And Jose Duarte won twice this week in our tap, twice also. Congratulations. Question number 1 of the day. Today is about goalies. Again, yes, but it's about special goalies. How many goalies has 1 point in the Stanley Cup final initial history? 7. Under, over, or exact. Darcy Quimper got a point last night. And how many have 1 point only at the Stanley Cup final series? Not overall. Only Stanley Cup final. 7. Under, over, or exact. Nicolas said under. RG said under. Thank you. 2 of them. Jose Duarte said over. Thank you. That's 3. Yamo said exact. So we have 1 A, B, and C already. One of you was going to win this one. Curry said 8 over. And Atap said exact. And we're going to wait for the money again. Pierre Martin said exact. Pierre Martin back in the contest today. Anybody else? John Grigol said exact. Renaud said A. Kelly said B. Thank you, Kelly. And that's what we got, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God!
The answer this one, John Grigol said C. Yeah, I got it. And he was right, John Gregor, with Yamo, ENORTAP, and Pierre Martin, 1-1 exact. 7 front goalies at 1 point in the Stanley Cup final. Congratulations for question number 1. Question number 2. All right. We just said we have 7 goalies. But how many times when they did it, their point, they lost the game? We're looking for 2. Is it under, over, or exact? When they got a point, how they win the game or they lose the game? And now we're looking how many of them lose the game. Under, over, or exact at number 2. Nicolas said C. Thank you, Nicolas. RJ said over. Thank you, RJ. Oh, the time. I got. Maybe we should play some music in the back, no? Jose said over. ENORTAP said under. Chiltrell, he said over. Exact, I'm sorry. And Renault said over. Curry said over. Yamo said exact. Kelly said under. Jean Grégoire said exact. Pierre Martin said exact. So all the one have one good answer at the beginning. 3 have the same answer with exact. ENORTAP is only one said under. And then many others said over. The answer to this one, guys,
Oh my God!
is under. With 1 game only, Kelly and ENORTAP are the 2-1 win this question. And ENORTAP take the lead by himself with 2 good answers and 2. Following by Pierre Martin, Yamo, and John Grégoire and Kelly all 1. And the rest of you are 0.
Oh my God!
Question number 3. A little bit harder. And the NHL playoff history. How many? Danny, how can you should become member? Thank you so much, Mr. Danny. How many different goalies have 1 point? And history. Earlier we talked about the Stanley Cup final. Now it's every series. The quarterfinal, the semifinal, the final conference, the final Stanley Cup. We have 220 goalies at 1 point. Is it under, over, or exact? Nicolas said exact. Nicolas. RJ said exact. Jose said under. Thank you. Renault said exact. We missed a couple of people. Pierre said over. Chanterelle said under. Thank you, sir. Kelly said over. I'm missing ENORTAP. Yamo said exact. John Grégoire, ENORTAP. Corey Hill. ENORTAP, John Grégoire. Corey Hill, under. ENORTAP, exact. And John Grégoire, very important for John Grégoire. He said under. If it's exact, ENORTAP win this contest, ladies and gentlemen. And Danny said exact. And if it's other ways, some people can win today.
Oh my God!
Gru said exact. But it's not exact, it's over, ladies and gentlemen. And then ENORTAP, 2 good answer. Kelly, come back and win the last question with over. And Pierre Martin come back with another over. Pierre Martin tie the game with ENORTAP. Yamo with 1 good answer. And John Grégoire with 1 good answer. A lot of people are 0-3 today.
Oh my God!
But that's all right. It's okay. Congratulations, ENORTAP, Pierre Martin, and Kelly today. All three win the contest. Congratulations. Yamo, John Gregor, with one good answer today. That's conclude again. Yamo is happy, 1 and 3. That is average. He said he's happy when he got 1 or 3. This complete another show of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Hopefully, I know some of you was not happy about the controversy goal, but that's make us a good channel because we can talk about different opinions and we respect your opinion, and that's make the Hockey Nation Live Show different because we have no problem to have different opinion and talk each other. And I just want to say to each one of you, thanks so much for your participation today at another great play by the Hockey Nation Live Show. It's called the Morning Skate Show. Before we leave, we want to remind you, of course, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. You are awesome. Before we leave, we want to remind you, show tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. No show tomorrow. Morning Skate Show. It's over tomorrow. Nothing tomorrow. We are back tomorrow night for the game warm-up show. 6 o'clock p.m. also. And then the live stream play-by-play commentary at 8 o'clock p.m. Until then, we wish you an amazing, beautiful, great afternoon Thursday. And of course, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day, find a way to do what? Of course, dominate your 2022. We love you, people. Salut Monica là. Mr. Cruz said hey. So much, Jim. Hey. John Gregor.
I'd rather want you to just
Danny.
let me be. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Come on, get a grip now of all the ways we parted. You showed in your own way we would stand and we would fall united. Come on, get a grip now. Just finish what you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided.